Hi, I'm Pastor Jeff, and this is our Lenten reflection time. I hope you are enjoying these. Today we're going to read Psalm 130. It is entitled A Psalm of Ascents. And Psalms of Ascents were used when people were journeying to Jerusalem. Now, you always go up to Jerusalem, so if you're going up, you're going to the temple. And that, of course, was where God resided, or where humanity and God could encounter each other. Certainly, that can happen in lots of places, but the temple was that special place, and so people would have used this obviously um, in that journey. In that pilgrimage, if you want to use that word, I think it's a good word for this. But also maybe just in times of quiet prayer, and to mentally ascend toward God to find that connection. So hopefully that's how we'll use it today, that we will use this as a psalm to bring us closer to God, even if we don't move from our seats. I'm going to read through this, leave a few minutes, a bit of silence, and then some discussion, and I will read it one more time. Psalm 130, Waiting for Divine Redemption, a psalm of ascents. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If you, O Lord, should mark iniquities, Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with you, so that you may be revered. I wait for the Lord. My soul waits. And in his word I hope. My soul waits for the Lord more than those who watch for the morning, more than those who watch for the morning. O Israel, hope in the Lord. For with the Lord there is steadfast love, and with him is great power to redeem. It is he who will redeem Israel from all its iniquities. Uh, Biblical scholar Walter Brueggemann calls this a psalm of disorientation. And that fits this one very clearly. Um, the psalmist is disoriented. They are confused. They are in a dark spot, and crying out, hoping, praying that Lord will hear. Lord, hear my voice. Listen to what I'm saying. Now, we don't know why the psalmist is in that spot. Perhaps circumstances beyond their control, or perhaps they messed up big time. And I think that because I think this next part points us in that direction. If you, God, are gonna count things, then none of us are any good. None of us can stand against your grace and glory. And yeah, I've messed up, but you know what? Nobody's perfect, and that's not an excuse. Just an acknowledgement, because the next part is there is forgiveness with you, Lord. I'm asking for your forgiveness, and when you forgive us, Lord, then you are glorified. And then the psalmist goes on to be patient. God does not always answer our prayers instantly, and I think that's a good thing. The psalmist is holding on in hope, in faith that God will hear those prayers, but resting on God's promises. In his word I hope. My soul waits for the Lord more than those who watch for morning. Then repeats that again, more than those who watch for the morning. Have you ever been on a watch like that, on a duty where you're waiting for the morning? It's you've been up for a while, maybe all night, I don't know, and you're watching and waiting, and at one point you think, oh, you know what, I think it's a little bit lighter, maybe you watch more, said, yeah, you know what, I could see a little bit better, and you realize that dawn is coming, but it's much slower than we like usually. But that's what the psalmist is doing. They are waiting, looking for small signs of God, and watching and anxiously awaiting to see what God will do. And then the psalm turns to the general, to all of Israel, all of God's people. Hey, don't you forget, hope in the Lord. For with the Lord there is steadfast love, and with him there is great power to redeem, and it is God who will redeem Israel from all its iniquities. So even before the psalmist sees God working in their life, they are inviting others to glorifying God, to put their hope, their trust in God, because God can and will do great things. I hope this is a psalm for you in times of darkness and struggle. So let me read it one more time. Psalm 130, waiting for divine redemption, a psalm of ascents. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If you, O Lord, should mark iniquities, Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with you, so that you may be revered. I wait for the Lord, my soul waits. And in his word I hope. My soul waits for the Lord more than those who watch for the morning. More than those who watch for the morning. O Israel, hope in the Lord. For with the Lord there is steadfast love, and with him there is great power to redeem. It is he who will redeem Israel from all its iniquities. Thanks be to God. May this psalm be a blessing